Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist, content creator and YouTuber based in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be recreating this beautiful party glam look. If this is a content you would like to see, kindly please keep on watching, and while you're at it, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on that black button underneath this video. Like this video, drop a comment in the comment section, and let's just jump right in. To begin with, I'm going to be priming my face with this Hair Guy and Esther Skin Filter Primer. It's a shine control primer. It's has pore blurring capabilities as well, so I am going to be applying that all over my face. And just take off these earrings. I'm not going to be using two primers today. I'm going to be using just the one to prime. For foundation, we are going to be using our Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. As a Superstay full coverage foundation, yeah. I'm in the shade 362 Truffle, and I'm going to be taking 2 pumps. That should be enough. What I really like to do with this foundation, I like to dot it all over the face before I blend out. Just dot it. These 2 pumps is more than enough. Just that I love full coverage, so I'm going to slather my face with it and then dip my brush into whatever is left on the back of my hand and then start blending immediately. I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation brush. You guys already know this foundation brush, like it needs no introduction. But I really want to start using some of my other foundation brushes. I think I have the Sigma brush, I have ELF, I have some other brushes though that I need to start using more of. For concealer today, I want to use this my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and this is in the shade Chestnut. I'm still saving up some money. I want to get the shade Butterscotch. I don't know. I feel like this Chestnut is so close to my skin tone that when I blend it out, it doesn't really give me as much highlighted effect as I would like. And please, I am not joining that trend though. Those people that used to put concealer here and then just when I highlight, I want my under eye to be well highlighted and I want it to be flawless. So don't come for me. That is their trend. I am not interested in that trend at all. That thing does nothing, absolutely nothing to my under eye, like zero. And I mean it when I say zero. It does absolutely nothing for my under eye, so I'm not really interested. I'm just trying to get my sponge and then I'm going to start blending out. I've also started doing this thing where I don't know why I put concealer on my forehead today, but I've actually stopped doing that. And normally I allow the concealer under my eye to get tacky before I blend it out, but as always today I'm in a rush, so I have to go as fast as I can. I have a consultation, and after that I'm up for school runs. This Too Faced concealer, guys, if not the price, this concealer is just simply beautiful. And then we're going to go back in with our foundation brush and just try to hit the sides of the face, just to remove every harsh line. And then guess what, guys, I've joined the triangle sponge gang. Taking my Zaron Veil highlight setting powder in the shade Cruise, and I'm just going to be using that to set underneath my eye. This beauty sponge, this triangle sponge puff. Please, if you know anywhere I can get it here in Nigeria, please guys, just give me the plug. I have searched all over Asaba here. This one I got on a whim. I didn't really understand what they wrote on that page. Like, the pictures were the circular sponges, and I just wanted to take the risk, and I did. And it came out, and it turned out to be a triangular sponge, but they are currently out of stock, so I don't know. I really don't know. And I can't even spend how much did I spend for shipping, just for how many sponges. This sponge now cost about 300 or 500 naira. I'm still thinking about it though. I need some more of it, like 2 or 3 more. I wish I could find it to buy here in Asaba, so that I don't have to pay for shipping and just get the sponges. Alright, for brows today, I want to make use of this, my Mabrook eyebrow pencil. I have been using my Beauty Line by Didi brow pencil, but I mean, I can't keep on using that pencil for every makeup look. I'm also trying to go back to my Hega and Esther brow gel in the shade Nubia. This brow pencil is just really brown. I think this is the only brow pencil that my book has, so I think it's a universal shade. To clean up the brows, I'm going to be using that same Too Faced concealer, and then my Morphe concealer brush. This is my Morphe M421 brush, and after that I will use my Vicabel NK22 brush just to buff it out. Having done that, I'm going to set underneath my eyebrow with this same Zaron setting powder, just to set that concealer in place. I really do not like that wet concealer look underneath the eyebrow. I like it to be mattified down. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using my Juvia's Place The Warrior eyeshadow palette, which looks just like this. I'm going to be calling the shade names. I want to use the shade, it has only 3 matte shades in this palette. Let's see. I want to use the shade Cano as my transition color. Let's see if there will be a there's no much color payoff. It's not really that visible. We don't want that. We want the shadow to show up on the skin. So I'm just trying to build up the color. Let's see if we can make it work. Then for crease color, I want to use the shade Minor. Sorry, for my transition color, I used my Morphe M513 brush to apply my transition color. And for the crease color, I'm going to be using my Morphe M433 blending brush. Just picking up that Minor shade, Mino, and just patting that on the outer edge of the eye right here. And then I'll be taking that into the crease as well. See? Just to give some sort of depth to the eye look. There has to be depth. There really has to be depth. Otherwise, it just looks unstructured. So going back in with that, the transition color in Cano, we're just going to blend the edges to avoid any harsh lines. Okay. Then something I like to do, I'm taking my BH Cosmetics V5 blending brush. It's a blending brush, but I like to use it as a concealer brush. I use the concealer to apply my concealer or eyeshadow base on my eyelids to give the eyeshadow something to grip onto. So I'm just using it to pat on that Too Faced concealer on my lid before we go on to add the eyeshadow. So having done that, for eyeshadow today, I think I want to use the shade Benin. So I'm going to be applying Benin all over my eyelid, and I'm using my e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush. I've had this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush for I think since 2014. That is for about 8 years now. So, and it's still going strong. I think this is a natural hair bristle brush. It's not like the current ones they have, but it's a really good brush, and you can see it's really banged up. It has seen better days. But I love it a lot for applying shadows on the lid. It picks up just the right amount of eyeshadow on the lid. Then I'm taking that Minor shade as well and using that to blend in the two shadows so that there are no visible lines of demarcation. Blend. And then something else I like to do, I like to take my Sigma E27 brush. So with that brush, I'll be going back to that Cano transition shade, and I'm using that to just buff out the edges, blend out the edges more or less, so that the shadow looks blended. And then I'll be going back to that Minor crease shade and blending the outer edge. And after that, I'll be going back in again with the Cano shade and our blending brush, the Morphe M513, and blending everything once more. You see, so that everything looks well blended. There are no harsh visible lines of demarcation. Now I'm also going to be taking my Morphe E36 brush, and I'm taking that minor shade and I'll be using that to smoke out the lower lash line. Next, we're going to be using this Beauty Line by DD Inked liquid liner, and we're going to be lining the top part of our lid. Having done that, we're going to be applying our mascara, and I'll be using the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara. I'll just be applying that on our lashes, top and bottom lashes. But before we apply on the bottom lashes, I want to make use of this my House of Tara retractable black pencil. I think I want to smoke out this lower lash line to add some black, just to tie in everything. And then we'll go and apply the mascara. Now, as the mascara is drying, we are going to be taking our lashes, and I've been loving this Van Beauty Mink Light Mink lashes, which looks just like this. I'm just going to be taking a pair, and what lash glue should we use today? I have used my, let's see, I think we'll go with our Huda Beauty lash glue for today, and I'm just going to prep the lashes before we continue with the rest of the tutorial. While the lash is drying, we're just going to dust off this bake from underneath the eye using my Vicabel MK6 brush. Just dust off the powder. Then what I like to do, I like to dust off first and then pat in. And then for face powder today, we're going to be using our Zaron mattifying powder, and I'm using the shade ZZ30. You can see I've hit pan on this powder. These are like one of my favorite. I think I've done a video on my favorite powders for dark skin. I don't know why I really use most of these powders on camera. I think I just use what I can lay my hands on immediately I want to film, but I have to start making conscious efforts now to bring out some other products to use. Okay. Look, it's really, really beautiful. To contour today, I'll be using my Wet n Wild. Sorry, the brush I used to apply the face powder. I'm really not used to this brush thing, but I promise to start trying. The brush I used to apply my face powder is this Vicabel Luxe MK01 powder brush. And then for contour today, let's give the Juvia's Place bronzer palette a rest. I'm going to be making use of this my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade medium to dark, and I'm just going to be using that to stamp out and contour my face. I like to contour my face this way now because it helps gives me a chiseled look on the skin. I'm going to contour the forehead. This Wet n Wild brush, I used to have 2 of it, but I can't find the second one, and I've been loving it of recent for, it has no name or number or anything, just the angled brush. I've been loving it a lot of recent for contour. I love the way it contours the face. The bristles are really soft. And then for nose contour, I'm going to be making use of this brush. This is my Morphe M572 brush, which looks just like it. It has like a flat edge. Blending that downwards. Ooh, this contour is looking a bit harsher than I expected. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in with that Vicabel NK6 brush and my face powder, and I'm just going to use some of the face powder to tone down the harshness of the nose contour, to try to blend it in so that it has some semblance of blending to it. And then I think our lashes are dry enough to apply, so I'm going to be applying the lashes right now. These lashes gave me a little bit of tough time to apply today because while we're doing our makeup, the lash glue over dried, so it wasn't really gripping, but we managed to make it work. For blush today, I want to make use of this blush right here. This is my 7 Cool blush. It's a 6-in-1 blush palette. I want to make use of this 2 blushes right here. It's a very pigmented blush, so a little bit goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way, so you have to be very careful. I'm barely dipping my brush into the blush, and there you have it, guys. That is all I'm going to do. Now for highlight. I know highlights is not really like a thing right now, but I love my highlights. I'm not ready to stop doing highlight, okay? I'm just going to do a subtle highlight. I don't really like it being overly bright. Just something subtle. Something subtle. Let me see. I'm not one of those, never going to highlight kind of babe, so because me, I love my highlight. I love my highlight. I can't stop that. And then I'm going to set my face using this Nia makeup setting spray. Just going to shake it up and then spray it. Before I forget, guys, this Nia setting spray, it's the I think it's the matte. It's the matte one. This one is the matte one. I realized they also have like a. I'm just using the bottom part of my beauty sponge my new Balm beauty sponge to press in the setting spray so that it sets everything in place. And while that is drying, I'm just going to wipe my lips, and then we are going to figure out the lipstick that we want to use for today. To line our lips for lipstick today, I want to make use of this my Debbie Luster lip pencil in Plum, which looks just like this. I'm going to be lining the lips. And then I'll be applying my Avon lipstick in Rose Wine. And there you have it, guys, the finished look. Just a glam makeup look. I'm loving this pink lips. I think I'm gradually going back to my love for pink lipsticks. I'm beginning to root out all my pink lipsticks. I just love the vibe. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. And until I come your way again next week, remain blessed. Bye, guys.